Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Now, a lot of women I hear say this and make the statement, oh, I just can't lose any weight, it's primarily because my metabolism has slowed down so much as I've gotten older. And it's kind of become like, well, it's an excuse. It's saying that the reason I'm having trouble losing weight is because my metabolism is slowing down as sort of something I can't control. But you can. And I'm going to talk today about ways you can improve your metabolism and what it actually is and how it changes as you get older. And I think that, you may just say, oh, it's because I'm getting older or because I'm just not burning calories in the same way. But it's not really that simple. And I actually did a little bit of research and came up with some kind of interesting findings I want to share with you. And maybe first of all, talk about what is metabolism. It's a word that we use like kind of, oh, my metabolism is slowing down. But it's a series of chemical processes. I'm reading my notes here. A series of chemical processes that occur within our cells. And it's basically how your body converts food and drink into energy. And that's kind of what it is. It's a chemical process in your body. So it's not something that's kind of, happening. I mean, yes, some things might change with that chemical process as you get older. Oh, look how pretty my screen is changing behind. Is that too disconcerting? I kind of think it's kind of nice. It's because I've got curtains that have kind of got like little pattern on them. Well, curtains are like a net lacy thing. Yeah, anyway, well, I'll keep going because I kind of like it. So hopefully you won't find it too distracting. But anyway, the energy that our body uses to do all these things in our body is important, like breathing and circulating blood and all these things that's the energy is needed, not to necessarily go for a walk or go swimming, but it's how it repairs your cells. And so it's not just calories in and calories out. It's actually how those calories are being used throughout the body to make you have a healthy life. So how does this change as we get older? Okay, so it's not just some magical thing that happens with the chemical process. It's things that we do to affect that chemical process. So guess what the first one is? Well, we know this, loss of muscle mass. As we get older, I haven't got my flabby arms here to show you, but you know what I'm talking about. As we get older, we tend to lose muscle mass. And it is partly due to hormonal shifts. There's like a declining growth hormone that we all need to have that muscle, food being turned into muscle, but it's also a decrease in physical activity. Now, hands up, come on. I put mine up because it's so true. I mean, isn't it funny how your brain works, comes up with all these excuses? Well, I'm working all day, I'm sitting at my computer. It doesn't matter, you can move. And how you move actually impacts the creation of muscle mass. Now, talk about hormonal changes. Yeah, there's a drop in estrogen, and that influences for sure how your body stores fat, but it also is how it maintains muscle. So we need estrogen to maintain muscle. So if we're losing these things naturally as we're getting older, we can do things to increase the muscle mass, because that is one of the key reasons that we start to impact the way that the food's metabolized and energy is created. So you're saying, oh, Margaret, but you're saying that there are some things that happen, chemically, and I'm not denying that that's true, but I think we can do stuff that can actually impact in really positive ways. So, lifestyle changes. If we're less active, then that's going to impact the creation of muscle mass. So, be more active. What does that mean? Well, it means getting up off your butt and getting out into the world. And I walk. I'm doing it right? No, you know what I'm saying. When I try to walk at least 8, 9, 10,000 steps a day, just going places and going into town. I try not to take the bus so much. I know in the States, for example, it's harder because you've got your cars and everything is, driven by cars. But lifestyle changes are really, really possible to make that body mass increase. Now, I'm looking at my notes here because I don't know all this information off the top of my head. So the national decline in basal metabolic rate does go down as part of the aging process. Not denying that, but there are things that you can do. So what can you do? All right, this article, by the way, I need to remember who somebody wrote this article for us, and I'm very sorry. I'll put the link to it in the description, because I always want to give credit to our bloggers because they do such an awesome job with these topics that I have absolutely no knowledge about, and I know it's important to you. So the first thing you can do, there's 10 tips here, 9 tips. First is to stay active. with walking, with what do you call this? What do you call that thing that you do with strength training? And use resistance bands or light weights. Now, I just have to share this because this is kind of funny. Well, it's interesting and good. Is that I'm actually, because of my back, doing physical therapy. And I went to see my physical therapy instructor on Friday, and we went through the normal things that I've been doing, and she was very happy. But then she said, let's try some weights. And I was like, weights? What? Anyway, she gave me the weights and I had to include them in my program. It was really hard, but weights can help. Don't need resistance bands or light weights. That can really help with your strength training. Another thing, tip 2, prioritize protein in your diet. Now, I'm not a nutritionist or anything, so I don't know really what protein looks like, but it looks like fish and eggs and lentils and Greek yogurt. So even if you're not eating meat, you still can get protein. Now, I know a lot of people are on a vegan style or more plant-based, so they don't even want to eat cheese and eggs. But there's plenty of legumes and lentils and beans that have lots of protein in them. So that's something to definitely consider. Now, the next thing is, and this is one I do so badly, and that's to stay hydrated. Drink water. Now, I actually have coffee by my side, and of course that dehydrates you. But no, water is important. Drink a lot of it. Yeah, 6 to 8 glasses a day or whatever, but just drink lots and lots of water. As soon as I wake up, I drink a full glass of water, and I find that really, really helps me. Just get one huge glass and drink it all at once. I've read that's a good thing. Another thing that is given as a tip to keep your metabolism going strong and your hormones in balance is to get enough sleep. Next topic. No, seriously, you've got to get sleep. I mean, I'm really bad at it. I admit, and I'm bad at it just because my nature seems to be to wake up every 3 hours, and I've tried. And I don't want to take any medicines, so I'm just, I'm doing my best. But good sleep is super, super important, okay, guys? Really, really important. Another thing is to eat more fiber. Fiber aids digestion. It keeps your blood sugar stable. So there's fruits, vegetables. I've gotten into broccoli recently, and also Brussels sprouts. I grill them with olive oil and some spices. And I honestly could eat a whole thing of Brussels sprouts and a whole package because it makes them taste so good. Add a handful of berries to your dessert or to your food. And also try chia seeds, for example. I put chia seeds in water, and I actually, I'm just trying to change my light a little bit here. Is it going to get brighter or darker? There, it's brighter. Then chia seeds in water, and I just drink it like a drink. And this light is really fun today. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. Another thing you can do is add spices to your food. That gives you this kind of sprinkle cayenne or turmeric. I think I might have to stop here for a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was a pretty crazy light. I think that spring light can be so vibrant, and I love it so much, but when you're trying to do a video, it's not so good. But anyway, here we are back, and I think I was talking about adding spices to your food, because that kind of stimulates your appetite, and you tend to eat healthy foods with a good taste. You don't have to sacrifice taste for flavor. Goodness for flavor. But anyway, the next thing I think I want to talk about is to move throughout the day. Do this up and down. I know I was saying earlier to go for walks and make sure that you're getting out into the world and even around your home. But you also move frequently. Set a timer. I do this actually sometimes. Set a half an hour timer to just get up and walk around the room, do a little dance, play some music, and then get back to whatever I'm doing sitting down. But that's really super important. I think that you take physical exercise really, really important, sort of as an important thing, part of your metabolism control or maintaining a good balance. Now, the thing that comes last, but certainly probably should go first, is stress. Managing your stress is super, super important when it comes to boosting a healthy metabolism. Why is that? Well, stress causes cortisol. Now, I'm not a doctor or medical person at all, but all I know is that's a magic word that basically, when you say the word stress and then you say the word cortisol, then you know that it can slow your metabolism. it's the truth. And I know it's a hard thing to listen to, because you think that, you'd rather just say, oh, it's because I'm getting older. I can't, control my metabolism anymore. But there are some things that you can do. And I hope that you take this, kind of seriously, because, you want to live a long and healthy life. Excuse me. We've talked about stereotypes and how we can push back on them if we are able to do certain things, like get out into the world and have an impact, and just enjoy this beautiful life. But if you've got any points that came up in this conversation that you want to chat about, please let me have them. We can talk together. There's people in our audience who know a lot more about this topic than I do, and maybe we can share with each other. Which ones of these tips are you already using? Are there any that you use more than others? For me, I'm going to keep walking and dealing with my sleep as I can, but I definitely am eating healthy foods. I know I'm moving frequently. I do what I can to manage stress, and I know it's not easy. There's no magic formula. It's not like do A, B, C, and D, and X result will happen. You just have to try as much as you can, and just live a beautiful life, but healthy and strong. Okay, so tell me how you're doing it. How are you getting that metabolism under control, losing weight, and if that's your goal, and staying healthy. And if you like the video, please help me by putting a tick mark on the YouTube channel here, and tell a friend about 60andMe. We're here to help with all women over 50, 60 years old, 70, 80, and as old as you are. I'm welcoming you here. So take good care of yourselves. Know that I love you so much. I care about your good health and your energy and your metabolism. Margaret's metabolism lesson of the day. But I mean it. It's important to stay healthy and well. Okay, everyone. Take good care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.